Well, good evening, everyone. The Ambush Truck Series comes to Texas for the 8th race on the Western Division. And from the front row, it looks like LFG Motorsports takes the top two spots between Noah Hobson and Chris Harvey. Then you've got Tom Cording and Kyler Sustre right behind them. John Hagan and Tyler Shangle. Cash and Trevor Walker. Roach and Brian DeBlanc. Adam Starr and the 77 of Lynn Farrell. Dave Steele Jr. and our winner from the past 2 weeks, Matthew Fastnot, starting mid-pack there. Then you've got Braden Hunt and the surprise candidate for a potential win here with Alan Malcolm. Bella Fawn and Krista Cower. Philip Leeds and Paul Ladino. Alan Chavot and Jacob Shangle. Nate Newman and Dalton Scott. Silas Huddleston and Jamison Thole. Trevor Vaden and Monty Shangle. Luis Rodriguez and Josh Gaiman. Craig Popkris and Lucas Holmes. Nathan Mann and Luke. Gavin Legend and the 95 of Anheuser-Wagner. William Kinsella Jr. and Kat Durham. Lotus King and Josh Drake. Chasey Plays and Daniel Paulus rounding out the entirety of the field here. No Limits 200 here at Texas tonight, so 200 miles, 134 laps under the lights at Texas Motor Speedway.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
And in 7 races contested so far, we've seen 6 different winners. Tonight, are we going to see a 7th different winner or perhaps another repeat winner? Matthew Fastnot has an opportunity to go 3 in a row here. But LFG Motorsports dominates in qualifying and locked down the top 2 starting spots at the beginning of the race. These Hondas have been no stranger to speed. They can get the qualifying down pat, but once it comes to race time, it seems like they've got troubles putting together a full race pace. We'll see tonight how they fare here at Texas. Noah Hobson in the All-Star entry for LFG Motorsports. That number 15 truck has seen multiple drivers in it so far. We've seen Al Bunch give it a start a couple times, and even Ewan What Army has hopped into the 15. And it seems like Noah Hobson's stint here is going to be a good one, as he's been steadily running at the front of the field the past couple races he started for him. Falls to third here as John Hagan gets a good push. Also a home track for John Hagan of sorts, a Texas native. Now LFG settles back into a 1-2 running order. Noah Hobson going to the lead here. Chris Harvey falling back to second. And now you got the ever so dangerous Tom Cording moving back up to the front of the field here. Has a little bit of drafting help from John Hagan. Tom Cording not wasting any time as he's going to blow by for the lead here on Noah Hobson. Hobson wants to fight back desperately on the outside, but Tom Cording with the preferred line on the inside. Looks like he's going to pull off the pass and settle in with the lead. A whole slew of winners on the inside lane there as you've got Tom Cording, Trevor Walker, and John Hagan, all past winners on the season. You go a little bit further back, you still have Cash in the top 5 here, past winning earlier in the season. But amongst them, you still have a lot of drivers that are trying to get their first win this season. Noah Hobson and Chris Harvey, of course, trying to get their first win. Tyler Shangle, and even that 77 truck with multiple drivers still looking to get its first win here. Dave Steele Jr. moving up through the pack, getting up into the top 10 there. You can see the 22 truck just a little bit further back, the jockey-sponsored Chevy for Trackhouse B. Seems like different divisions, similar story as it's been Cording brothers, dominant, leading many laps, securing wins, all the above. Tom Cording only has 1 win here in the West Coast, while his brother Tim has 4 on the East Coast. But out front leading again, it's a Cording at the front of the field. Trevor putting up a solid fight here, though. Looks like we're going to have a good battle for the lead. Fastest lap so far here has been turned by none other than your defending past 2 races winner, Matthew Fastnot. Off to a fast start here today, deeper in the pack than the lead. But if he's got the speed, he can make it back up to the front. It's just a matter of time before he does. So Trevor Walker now with the lead here as he got by Tom Cording relatively easy. Back in the mix up front here, it's Noah Hobson in second. And there you have him, Matthew Fastnot with the fastest lap times. Well, not now as Braden Hunt bumped him for fastest lap. But Fastnot now back up into the top 10 here for the first time today. Looking to continue his winning streak, if at all possible, here at Texas. Fastnaught's making some passes on some really fast trucks as he's already cracked his way up to 6th. Tremendous run from the 09 Toyota Tundra. For Fastnaught Racing Enterprises, FRE. Now up to 5th here. Fastnaught making a lot of passes to get right up to the front and get in the mix of it. It's amazing how Fastnaught has found another gear since the series split into an East and West division. We know what he's capable of and where he stacks up against some of the best talent out there. And even on a good day, it was still hard for him to beat the likes of Atlee Weiss, Tim Cording, or Chaz Chadwick. So this West Coast definitely a breath of fresh air for the 09 team. And Fastnaught is taking full advantage of it. He's starting to cement himself as a prime candidate for a championship. Now he's up to 3rd here with only 2 targets in front of him. 2 of the faster trucks in the field, the 21 of Trevor Walker and the 90 of Tom Cording. Last week his win proved more so that it was not just a fluke that he wound up in victory lane at Pikes Peak. He is getting this truck dialed in for the chase. It's going to be a tremendous push for him in the 09 truck to get as many points here before the chase starts and have a good bubble spot, to a good cushion to avoid being towards the bubble spot. Chris Harvey makes a move there on him up to 3rd, so Harvey finding a little bit more pace here on this lap. Here we have another lead change, as it looks like Trevor Walker with some newfound momentum on the 90 truck, getting side by side. Matthew Fastnaught takes advantage of this pass in front of him to get alongside the 12. Making the move on Chris Harvey. Now he's going to have to make the move on Tom Cording. Side by side now with Tom Cording Matthew Fastnot giving it hell for second place. So give P2 to Matthew Fastnot here, as I think we are witnessing growth on a monumental scale here from the 09 team, proving that they want to win as many races as possible here on the Western Division. Texas is putting up some good side-by-side racing. It looks like another Texas native coming up through the field, the 85 of Brian DeBlanc. Chevys definitely are a little bit stronger on the West Coast here, I've noticed. East Coast does not really have any standout Chevy talent. However, on the West Coast, you've got the likes of John Hagan and Brian DeBlanc, both of which have looked really good here on the West Coast. DeBlanc had one of his worst races at Armory Digital Super Speedway and is going to have to get some good points here. Excuse me. Going to have to get some good points here today to try and get back in the fight for it. Running in the top 10 is going to help him a long way in accumulating those points that he so desperately needs. Right there, Fastnot with a huge run on the lead. He's caught up to the 21 of Walker. He's going to try to peek on the inside there, but Walker cuts the lane off. Noah Hobson has closed the gap now, and I think you're going to see that accordion effect when the leader cuts off the draft, such as we saw there, Fastnot loses a lot of momentum. And now he's side by side with the 15 of Noah Hobson. Hobson's going to use this to his advantage, having Tom Cording behind pushing him. So far, I'm not seeing a whole lot of speed out of our leader, as now two drivers have closed the gap and have attempted to make a pass on him for the lead. And it looks like this time it might stick with Noah Hobson side by side on the front stretch here. Tom Cording thinking about making it 3 wide. Resigns from doing so. And now I've got Fastnot kind of back in the mix there, about 5th. We've easily got about 8 trucks with great pace here today. 8 trucks that are within a good shot of winning it. Well, actually, if you consider the other 2 in the back, you've got about 10 drivers all within a fighting chance of fighting for the lead here every given lap. And Kyler Sestre a little further back, rejoining the party. It'll be 11 trucks, as this 11 truck breakaway has kind of left the rest of the field. You've got a second pack with the lead truck being Philip Leeds, Dave Steele Jr., Braden Hunt, and Bella Fawn, Krista Cower, and then a third group, then a spattering of trucks throughout the rest of the field there. Small and big in size of groups. Trevor Walker is going to have to defend the lead here, with lap traffic becoming a problem. Tom Cording goes low, but unfortunately the lap traffic of Kinsella is slowing him way up here. Fastnot going to take full advantage of this opportunity to get up to second. Trevor Walker really getting mistreated there by the lap traffic. The 3 of Kinsella woed way up there. This will be terms for a DQ on the number 3 truck. Oh no, there's tire damage, wheel damage on the 22. Doesn't look like he made a stop, or maybe he did make a stop. And he's laps down now. That's crazy. It says mechanical failure for the 22. And he's still out there running with that mechanical failure, possibly hoping for a caution or something to come his way. The bunch up is very real here at the front of the field, as Tom Cording, Noah Hobson, Tyler Shangle have established a 3-truck breakaway. Adam Starr, kind of out of nowhere, finds his way in 4th. Lynn Farrell 5th. Brian DeBlank 6th. Trevor Walker 7th. Kyler Sestre 8th. John Hagan 9th. Dave Steele in 10th. Matthew Fastnot back to 11th. So that second group has found their way up into the top 10 after the lap traffic slowed them way up. So now we've got 14 trucks within the lead pack. That's just crazy from the 22 truck that with wheel damage. I would like to wonder how he's still out there running in the top 15. Nothing shows him coming down pit road. So Matthew Fastnot gets shuffled out here due to the lap traffic, but settling back down here to try and make another tear to the front of the field. Adam Starr was running as high as 4th, and now he's dropped all the way back to 10th. Still, it's our 3-truck breakaway at the front of the field with Tom Cording, Noah Hobson, and Tyler Shangle running 1, 2, 3. About half a straightaway back, you've got Brian DeBlank fighting with Lynn Farrell, Trevor Walker, Matthew Fastnot, Kyler Sestre, and Adam Starr to round out your top 10. Where lap 56 with 78 laps to go. In case you're just tuning in, you haven't missed a whole lot. One long continuous green flag run to start the race here. The lead has swapped hands numerous times. We've seen Noah Hobson leading, Tom Cording leading, Trevor Walker led quite a few laps, and even Matthew Fastnot was towards the front leading as well. Lap traffic has become very troublesome here in the late run on the initial green flag start here, and it slowed up the pace of the leaders and has broke the lead pack up into a few different quadrants of the track. Our top three right now running all within the same corner of each other. Tom Cording, Noah Hobson, and Tyler Shangle. Then when you got a little further back, you got fourth with Brian DeBlanc and fifth with Trevor Walker. Sixth with Lynn Farrell. Seventh with Matthew Fastnot. Eighth with Kyler Sustre. Ninth with Philip Leeds. And currently 10th belonging to Braden Hunt in the 69 Ford F-150. Of course, change of division, a lot of things change, but some things stay the same. As you see Cording leading here today at Texas. Tim and Tom have really been stinking up the show here in the USA Trucks. It's going to be fascinating to see between the two of them who's going to outperform the other brother once they're racing in the W chase for a championship at the end of the season. One solid fact of the series was that we got to see Chevy get their first win here on the West Coast. Subaru got their first win here in the West Coast. And so maybe, just maybe, it'll be Honda's chance to get that first victory here on the West Coast. It'd be a season of firsts, 3 different times if we could get it done here. Honda looking good here tonight with Noah Hobson and a little bit further back with Chris Harvey. Still a lot of racing to go. We're just coming up towards halfway here at Texas. 62 with 72 laps to go. Lap traffic is very thick here at the front of the field. As you can see, Tom Cording is blitzing his way through the lap traffic. Noah Hobson's not letting him get too far away. Noah Hobson goes low here going into turn 3. They're going down through the turn. Lap traffic in front of both of them. Looks like Tom found the faster of the lap traffic and drafted with them to gain a little bit of a cushion on the 15 of Noah Hobson. Hobson finally getting side by side with the lap traffic he was fighting with and catching back up to the 90 of Tom Cording. Aggressive move here going into turn 3. He doesn't give Tom Cording much room at all. 3 wide with Jacob Shangle up on the high side. They're just lucky there wasn't any contact from any of the lap trucks there to get them out of sorts. And now it's Noah Hobson to the lead. Tom Cording back to 3rd as Tyler Shangle slots his way up to 2nd. Tashi Gupta was starting that truck in the 45, has since departed the series, and Tyler Shangle had got the waiver from Nasser Series administration that he could lock himself into the chase with a win. He's ineligible unless he gets a win in that 45 truck. So we could see one of the most winningest drivers from the Sylvania Cup side of things fighting for a championship here if he's able to lock down a win. Some 35 plus wins in the Sylvania Cup Series leads the entire list of winners that have been racing in the Sylvania Cup Series since 2010. Tyler Shangle started his winning ways in 2011 with his first career win on the Sylvania Cup Series circuit. And in case y'all are unfamiliar, the Sylvania Cup Series is in this world of NASCAR, the NSSR series of offline racing, top tier that everyone here in the trucks is fighting to get up into. Obviously, we've got some bushwhacking where people are in the Cup Series and racing here in the trucks full time. There are no rules against bushwhacking here in the trucks, just for the terms of putting on a better, more exciting show for the fans. And as you can see, Tyler Shangle leading the way right now, proving that he's got what it takes to try and wheel one of these things to victory lane tonight. Hobson getting side by side again, going into turn 3. Seems like the prime passing spot on track. We've seen so many passes executed going into turn 3. Just imagine once it gets closer to the end of the race, that could be a last lap pass for the win. And with the way things are playing out right now, everyone's running to about one pit stop in the race. We're past halfway after lap 70. There's 64 laps to go. So if people start pitting now, they'll be good to make it all the way to the finish. And just like clockwork, as I bring it up, Noah Hobson, one of your first takers coming down pit road. The team seems impressed with the truck. It's been holding up, running strong here. Team owner Chaz Chadwick has had a rough season so far. He's on the pit box tonight, giving the call for Noah Hobson in the 15. Hoping to get a great finish for both of his LFG Motorsports trucks here tonight at Texas. The radio banter between Chadwick and Hobson during the pit stop here. Chadwick's checking with him to make sure that there's no vibrations in the truck. Everything is going good. Hobson can confirm and comes out with 4 fresh tires on his number 15 Honda Ridgeline. These guys definitely are a little bit on edge, as it seems like every race has been it's been hard with the Honda switch. They went from Dodge last season to Honda this year, and the mechanical failures and craziness that they have witnessed have almost doubled, maybe even tripled or increased tenfold since switching over to Honda. Hobson gets back out in front of the 90 of Tom Cording here, which is a huge move once the pit stops cycle through, because it'll mean that Hobson will be up front with the lead now. More trucks coming off pit road here, rejoining the track. Hobson has a good position over Tyler Shangle there. This will likely be our 1-2 once the pit stops all finish up. Still more trucks coming off pit road. Let's keep an eye here on Matthew Fastnot to see where he shakes out after the round of green flag pit stops. Looks like he's going to come out about 5th here, rejoining the track in front of Kyler Sestre. Sestre going to catch him and pass him on the outside. That'll probably put him back to about 6th here. Comes across in 8th. The last of our pit stops now happening. And Noah Hobson will regain the lead after these green flag pit stops. Great showing from the LFG Motorsports team there. Killer pit stop. Getting back to the front with the lead over Tyler Shangle now. We got a fight for the lead here as Tyler Shangle drives it into turn 3 here with an aggressive move. Noah Hobson on the outside though, holding strong and steady. Keeps that momentum going and gets back around him on the outside. A lot of the drivers right now hoping for a caution to get things stacked back up, give them all another chance to try and fight for the win here, as a lot of it has kind of got stretched out from first on back. You got the 2 trucks of Hobson and Shangle running 1-2. Hobson's win here tonight will truly not do anything for the chase, as the number 15 there is an all-star entry. That ride is guaranteed to split between the 3 drivers of Al Bunch, Ewan What Army, and Noah Hobson. So basically, at the end of the day, all it's doing is helping their comrade teammate out, the number 12 of, and we have a caution it looks like. Yes, we have a caution. So there's the caution that everyone was desperately hoping for. But I'll get back to what I was saying. Oh no, another mechanical failure perhaps for the 85 of Brian DeBlanc. Wheel failure on the 85 of DeBlanc, I believe, is the cause for caution here. He has been snake bitten yet again. It seemed like he was starting to find his way out of the bad luck city. Running 5th here today, having a mechanical failure. He pulls off into the grass and ultimately ends up coming to a stop here. We'll see if the caution comes on from him stalling. Yep. Sure thing. When he comes to a stop, the lights on the pace truck turn on. Good part is, with the tow truck call, he might not lose near as many laps on pit road. But yes, Chris Harvey is going to benefit the most from what we got going on here, because if Noah Hobson wins, that's one less driver that could win their way in to the chase, meaning that Chris Harvey has one more possible chance at pointing his way in without a win. Up to this point, the race was really flying by pretty quickly, as we're down to 50 laps to go here at Texas. This first caution is truly going to shake things up and give everyone another shot to fight for the win here tonight. Okay, everyone's going to get double filed up here for the first restart tonight. Noah Hobson leads the way over Tyler Shangle, Tom Cording, Trevor Walker, Philip Leeds, Matthew Fastnot, Kyler Sestre, Lynn Farrell, Braden Hunt, and Bella Fawn. The 85 rejoins the track now, 2 laps down, so he's gonna be almost in a must-win scenario going forward here, as points are becoming fewer and fewer for him to obtain. Restart coming here. Oh, and Noah Hobson had a very bad restart as he totally missed the shift there. Tyler Shangle blows by with the lead as the 45 truck now leads over the 15 truck. Philip leads in the 27 Subaru Baja, making some noise up into the top 5 here. There you go, Noah Hobson back to the lead. And here we have Tom Cording trying to come back to the front of the field again. Seems like no matter what happens, it's always going to benefit the Cording brothers the most. Give it up for Philip Leeds now up to third here. Kyler Sustre up to fourth. And even Braden Hunt. Braden Hunt is in a must-win territory, along with Tyler Shangle and a few others that will have to win to make the chase. Braden Hunt now getting up into the top 5, running third. Tom Cording leads the way, but a whole hungry pack of drivers behind him. Braden now up to second, closing the gap to Tom Cording. This would really make things interesting if we have one of our must-win drivers win their way in. Matthew Fastnot up into the top 5 again, so Fastnot trying to sneak back into the picture here. Noah Hobson fighting with Trevor Walker there for third. Fastnot decides to go with him, giving him a push here. They both get by Trevor Walker. Fastnot lets up on the push button. Noah Hobson trying to get side by side with Braden Hunt here. Braden Hunt wants to put another JSR truck into the chase for the championship here. We've seen Andre Stefan on the East Coast lock his way in. Our JSR entries here on the West Coast have yet to win a race to lock their way in. Braden Hunt drops back to fourth there, having a little bit of a struggle as Noah Hobson gets up to second. And Matthew Fastnot, freaky fast Matthew Fastnot, running third right now. Seems that Dave Steele Jr. really struggling now as he's 37th. 1 lap down, about to go 2 laps down. So perhaps that wheel damage from earlier has kind of accumulated into an even worse failure on the truck. Wow, he had a fuel system failure on the 22 that pulled him onto pit road, put him a lap down. And now, about to get gobbled up by the leaders to go a 2nd lap down. It's safe to say that they have had a very trying time tonight. That truck has now suffered 2 mechanical failures, wheel failure and now fuel system failure. And he's now 2 laps down, just trying to hold on for the finish. So this race would definitely be fun to be putting down some betting odds right now. Between the top 5, we've got a very, very stacked field of potential candidates to get the win here tonight. Tom Cording, then kind of the surprise ones such as Noah Hobson and Braden Hunt, but your ringers such as Matthew Fastnot and Trevor Walker, any of these guys with the win tonight would be a huge victory for sure. 6 trucks now within the lead pack as you've got Kyler Sustre at the tail end of that. They just now got by the lap traffic of Dave Steele Jr., putting him his 2nd lap down. 2 by 2, they're losing pace here to the leader as Tom Cording starting to kind of drive away at the front. Lap 100, we're down to 34. Make that 33 laps to go as they come across the start-finish line. Noah Hobson up to 2nd. Fastnot settling into 3rd here. Braden Hunt 4th. Hunt and Walker both firefighters by day, racers by night. Running 4th and 5th here. Regardless of how the race finishes, Noah Hobson truly going to be pleased with the finish here tonight. That 15 truck has put together a great run. Chadwick, the team owner, learning some telemetry from this race that they can take going forward to fix the mishaps that they've seen coming up with the Honda Ridgeline. Looks like there's a run mounting here for the 15 truck as he's trying to get really close to the back bumper of Tom Cording. A little bit of draft help from Matthew Fastnot doesn't hurt either. Fastnot gonna ditch him here, going low. Oh wow, Dave Steele even 2 laps down. He's caught back up with the draft here and he's holding his own. He was a top 10 truck before the mechanical failure bumped him out. He could be a wild card here if these guys draft with him. If he's got fresher tires, they might be able to use him as a pick to get by Tom Cording. In the meantime, Fastnot's just trying to find his way down to the bottom line, get settled in. Very likely that Fastnot could come out of this with the points lead tonight with the continued dominance and front running that he's put together. And like I was saying, Dave Steele could be a true wild card here as he's caught up to the back bumper of the 90 truck. If he gets side by side with Tom Cording, Kyler Sustre could be sitting in the catbird seat. Sustre, however, does not see that materializing as he's going to chop low and take the position on track, getting by the lap traffic of Dave Steele Jr. Braden Hunt coming back into the picture. It's been a very back and forth affair at the front of the field as we've seen a lot of shuffling between 2nd to 5th. One moment it'll look like Matthew Fastnot trying to run down Tom. Then another it'll look like Braden Hunt doing so. And then just like right here, we've got Kyler Sustre mixing it up, trying to fight for the lead. This infighting with lap traffic is not going to help. Sustre needs for Dave Steele to settle in there behind him and just help draft him to the front. Dave Steele does not want to settle here. Perhaps his goal is to keep Tom Cording at the front of the field. A win from Tom Cording means that there's one less entry to win their way in. Obviously, Kyler Sestre winning would be one less spot that someone could transfer in on wins. Or it would make for one less spot that could transfer in on points, I mean, because it would be another new winner. Man, here comes Matthew Fastnot again, up to second. Braden Hunt setting solidly in third there. Noah Hobson is truly faded here at the end of the run, falling back to sixth. It doesn't seem like he's got the same mojo that he had earlier in the race. But still a great run for that 15 truck. Teammate will have to see where Chris Harvey's going. Chris Harvey up into the 10th position right now. Actually make that 9th as Hagan was a pass for position. Now we got some more lap traffic in the mix here. Fastnot's got some moves to make, whether or not to make the right move or the wrong move could set him back here. They've made it by the lap traffic of Luke there in the 31 truck. Noah Hobson with possibly one last shot here as he's worked his way back up to fourth. Down to 19 laps to go here at Texas. Still very much anyone's game here in the top four. Possibly even the top five or top six based on how the cards might play. Wow, Kyler Sestre going to the lead here with the help. The lap traffic is a pick. This moves Matthew Fastnot up to second. That drops Tom Cording way back as the 86 truck is a sitting roadblock. Now it looks like we're back to about a 3-truck fight for the win here. Noah Hobson going deep there on the inside. Matthew Fastnot not really expecting that drive from the 15. Going to give up the position to Noah Hobson. But then we got the spotlight right here on Kyler Sustre, who would be our potentially 7th different winner on the season if he could get it done. Noah Hobson in second could also be that 7th different winner. Or you've got Matthew Fastnot back in third, who's looking to secure the three-peat with 3 wins in a row. Sustre catches the 89 here, a relatively riskless spot on track. Didn't risk a whole lot by getting caught to the 89. Did slow him up a little bit, giving these guys a little bit of a gap closure. Lap traffic surely going to still be a problem before the end of this one, as Anheuser-Wagner and Luis Rodriguez, they're actually racing side by side for position for 33rd. So if these guys catch up to that, it's going to be a true roadblock of side by side proportions. Here comes Hobson again with a good push from Matthew Fastnot. 3 trucks have rubber banded all back up together here. 3 trucks with a solid fight for the win here. Fastnot doesn't want to make the pass yet. He's actually trying to use the 15 truck to his advantage. The more he pushes that 15 truck, the better they can close the gap. And if he gets the 15 truck pushed, yeah, he gives up on the 15 actually, getting down low. Maybe just had too much momentum and had to let up, get low there. Truly, the best case scenario would be if Fastnot was able to push the 15 side by side with the 24, and then Fastnot would be able to get by Kyler Sustre in rapid succession with the double pass there. Kyler Sustre holding a pretty steady lead here, keeping all the drivers behind him. Kyler Sustre is a relatively rookie to the series. He made starts at the end of the season last year. This is his first full-time season in the series. He had come out of the gate swinging at the start of his career and not slowing up here any in the first full-time season that he's competing. But here we go, Noah Hobson using the lap traffic to his advantage here. Seems like the story all night has been this lap traffic. But there you've got Matthew Fastnot right there behind the 15 of Hobson. These 3 guys desperately hoping that the lap traffic just vanishes into thin air here. Oh, and the 48 really giving the 15 a hard time. Both Hobson and Fastnot struggling to get by the 48 there. That's going to give Kyler Sustre a huge advantage in the lead department. And with his few laps left remaining in this one, 7 laps to go, it's going to be harder for Hobson and Fastnot to make up the difference. We do have a little bit more lap traffic that could play a factor here. They're going about 10 miles an hour slower than the leaders. Fastnot still struggling to get by some of the lap traffic back there. Trevor Walker is caught up to the back bumper of the 09, as well as the 90 of Tom Cording. Then you've got John Hagan in 6th, Braden Hunt in 7th, Lynn Farrell in 8th, Chris Harvey in 9th, and Tyler Shangle in 10th. Oh, and the lead has shrunk yet again. Not to any doing of lap traffic this time. Kyler Sustre has simply lost some momentum in the lead. Hobson closed the gap now with only 5 laps to go here. Things are going to get interesting. We could potentially see a final last lap pass for the win. Like I was mentioning earlier, Turn 3 has been the hot spot for passes attempted. And Hobson seems to have the speed here that he was saving for the final push. 3 laps to go as that 15 truck is right there on the back bumper of the 24. Looks like another instant classic for a finish tonight here in the USA Trucks. This Western Division has been exciting all season. And like I mentioned, lap traffic could potentially make its unveiling here on the final laps, as we've now got 2 laps to go. Fastnot making a pass on Hobson. Fastnot knows the lap traffic is going to come into factor here. Fastnot has actually used the lap traffic to his advantage in the last win. One lap to the white flag. As you can see, lap traffic is truly going to be a problem here. Noah Hobson goes low. Sustre can't defend the charge. Tom Cording up into 3rd right now, as it seems Fastnot must have made the wrong move here. Fastnot settles back down with a 4th position. White flag waves this time by. They are in a hornet's nest of lap traffic here as Sustre holds the lead for now. Oh, the 66 of Nathan Mann really slow here. Matthew Fastnot going around the high side. Fastnot using the faster of lap traffic to his advantage here. It's going to be a close one, but it's going to be Kyler Sustre with the win. Matthew Fastnot coming home 2nd. Noah Hobson coming home 3rd. And Tom Cording coming home 4th with Trevor Walker in 5th. That's still one hell of a finish for Matthew Fastnot. He actually managed to make the right moves there at the end to try and execute on a final lap pass, and only lost that race by 0.07 seconds to the 24 of Kyler Sustre. So Dodge gets another victory here tonight with the 24 of Kyler Sustre. That makes our 7th different winner in 8 races contested here on the west side. And is going to lock in one more driver on wins and likely one less driver on points. Our West Division has been some of the quicker races between here and the East Coast. Tonight's race at just 1 hour and 18 minutes. So, and that leaves us with 3 more races until the chase starts for these guys. 8 races down, 3 races to go. And we're really going to start to see there could be 10 different winners in 11 races still. And that would be 10 drivers locked in on wins if that could happen. Very, very highly possible that that could happen. Huge congrats to Kyler Sustre for taking home the victory here tonight at Texas. Also, you got to give mad props to Matthew Fastnot for finding his way home for yet again another top of the field finish with second place. So I would like to wager that Matthew Fastnot's probably worked his way up to the points lead with his continued excellence at the front of the field like that. First, and second is hard to beat. So glad everyone could tune in tonight. Hopefully y'all have a good weekend. Stay warm, stay safe from all the hurricane weather and craziness going on right now. That should be a wrap for the trucks this week. We've got a cup race that'll come to you here in a couple days. Besides that, thanks again, everyone. Hope y'all have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. This is Jakester signing out.